Welcome to round 6 of the World Trials Championships, held in Foppolo, Italy. The trials held some 60 miles northeast of Milan, and here we are just looking at the top few positions after 5 rounds. As we can see, Geordie leading, followed closely by Mark, Clome, and then Tommy Avala in 3rd position. So here we are, early Sunday morning, just at the practice area, doing the last few minute warm-ups. Here we have Donato Miglio, who's on form at the minute, riding this gas. Every rider practices for at least half an hour before he starts, just so he's loosened up for the first section. Donato there getting a little bit wrong. We have Mr. Radical Amos. Takumi also on form at the minute, not quite getting that bit right. And here we have our own Steve Colley. And once there, Graham Jarvis just flying up, using the bankings to practice on. So we are getting the action underway. Mr. Gandine there, European Championship leader, followed closely by Danny Crossett, the Belgian rider on the gas. Always at section 1, very big queue, none of the riders get off to look at the sections. And Mark Clome was one of the first seeded riders to go through. As you see there, number 5 on his bib there, Pedro Olay, his minder, telling him where to go. Because when the riders get to the beginning of the section, they don't get off the bikes to look. If so, they lose places in the queue and then are late on time. So you'll see Mark taking his time, listening to Pedro, so he knows where to go in the section. As you can see here, Pedro's just walking exactly where he wants Mark to go. At this stage, Mark hasn't got a lot of clue here. In fact, this was also the first outing on the new Beta Zero for Mark, the only one in the world. Taking his time, making sure everything's right, and there's Tommy just behind, looking exactly what he's doing. Mark there just having one quick prod. Like in Scotland and the English streams, very slippy early on. It was to get easier as the day went on. Getting bit there, very tricky, but Mark making it look pretty easy. We have Robert Crawford winding the Aprilia up the step, followed by Terry Michaud out on a Fantic now, giving the Montesa a rest. Italian hero at the minute, Donato Miglio. Not wasting no time, straight on with it. When Donato's flying, there's no one in the world can touch him. Cleaning the part there where Mark had his prod, coming to grief at the end, and for that the observer was going to fire him. And he wasn't too popular with the Italian crowd, I can say. I don't think Donato likes him either. Steve there just having a word with Tommy, just making sure he's got the right line before he goes blundering into it. Amos there, no messing around. Starting off very good early on. There's Geordie's girlfriend, Clara. Just looking at the cameraman there, thinking, who's this pervert? Here we have section 3, a big grassy bank. Should be up Graham Street, coming from down south. This doesn't look very steep, but I can assure you, you wouldn't want to be walking up there much. Graham there just showing how steep it is at the top, nearly coming over the back, but nevertheless getting out for a 3. Followed by Mark again on the new bike, giving it a good debut so far. Then by Robert Crawford again, also looking good. Quickly on to section 5. Just at the exit here of section 5, and this was pretty steep, as you can see by how far over the front of the bike Thierry was going up there. Jean-Luc Nictou there, getting all sorts of bother, hopping it and coming to grief. Now got to find the best way back down without damaging himself. Donato starting in a different approach here. Going to go at it straight instead of around on the corner.
Vai avanti un pelo, Donato!
Minder just come along there to pull the tapes out of his back wheel so he doesn't snap them when he sets off. There it is, just set off quick as you can and get over the front. As soon as the front wheel rears, you've lost it. The only Yamaha rider in the trial, Christophe Camozzi. No problems. All in second gear. His brother Bruno, I say all in second. Bruno looks as though he's in third, but still getting up there. This is the beginning of the section, which was more difficult in the end. Geordie having a good ride through there. Once again, Geordie's looking as though he's on form. Not coming back too far. Doesn't want to break those tapes. No problems. There he has his little posse of minders running after him like ants. And also another man on form at the minute, Wham Pons. We have Steve, closely followed by myself there, just lining him up. Getting in the way of the cameraman. You can all see how hard work it is when I have to carry that thing on my back all day. It's not all tea and biscuits. The man not on form still, Diego. We're doing that no problem and the crowd go wild. On to section 12, probably one of the easiest sections of the trial. Christophe Camozzi just send off and the front wheel not lifting and smacking him in the face. Quite a nasty one there. Does well to hold on to it just then. I think his mind is going to be in for a bit of a rollicking when he gets back. Young Spanish rider, Angel Garcia. Just shows how easy it really is. Followed by Takumi. Looking sexy in his one-piece suit. Just lining himself up before he makes his attempt at the last bit. Up a big rock step and then up a grassy bank. Pretty tricky. But for Takumi, easy done. Amos not having the best of days so far. As you can see, not wasting any time. Just a careless plod. And out he goes. Doesn't look like Geordie will have that number 2 on his shirt for long. The way he's going, he'll soon be back at number 1 at the end of the year. One more clean on his punch card. Moving on now, second lap. As normal, things getting pretty tight on time. And this section 6 is probably one of the hardest in the trial. Tommy there just losing his balance and setting off before he really wanted to. Because if he got it right coming out the stream, there was a line straight up. Now he's got to go the hard way. Doesn't look a lot on camera, but I'm sure this is pretty slippy. As you can see there, there's no traction on that rock. Tommy needing a good result here to put him back towards the top of the championship table. Easy over the end bit, which is also very difficult. Young Mr. Garcia. Look at that, absolutely brilliant. I can assure you, not many people have done that all day. Andrew Cadena there, just going to line him up into place. Very tricky where he is now, as he's on an angled rock. And when you let the power down to go up the last rock, you've got to watch the back wheel don't step out. Stop getting away with that. Just making sure of that. Piero Sambanini here, minus the flying mudguard. Quickly helped on by the Italian crowd. Piero there struggling a little bit. Piero won always for taking his time in the sections. Normally on an average about 5 to 10 minutes in every one. Pretty exciting watching all this balancing, I can assure you. Brilliant, eh? Once again, the mudguards come off. Now some man has just ripped it off, and that was the worst thing that can happen, because the lighting was wrapped around the throttle cable, and as he ripped it off, it's jammed the throttle flat out. So Piero's there trying to squeeze it back into the top of the carburettor. Nevertheless, getting the job done. At least the beater's running nice and clean now anyway. After all this, Piero must think he's going to get out the section. He's been in it long enough. As I said once before, power down too quick and the back wheel steps out. Jean-Luc Nic 2 coming up, just showing how slippy it really is. Not happy at all. Takumi finding grip when no one else does. Must be all that body weight. Takumi looking a bit wobbly today. Still got his feet firmly on the pegs. Just about spot on there. Excellent ride. Not many people clean that in bit all day. Bruno on the Scorpa. Not quite getting it right. Followed by Amos. Also getting a bit of a muddle. At this stage, Amos getting pretty narked with himself. Mr. Consistent here, though. Just taking the safe prod. Two or three miners there lining him up, making sure he's perfect. to 2 there. That'll please Geordie.